Welcome back to Hedgeways and to a side of Manchester that many overlook, where red brick mills stand as monuments to a powerful past, and a peaceful canal tells stories of industry, community, and transformation. In this 18-minute journey, we are walking through the hidden heart of Manchester, from the age of Ancoats into the evolving neighbourhood of Miles Platting, exploring green spaces, Victorian landmarks, and a quietly flowing Rochdale Canal. This isn't just a walk, it is a look into how this city remembers its roots while embracing fine culture and the future. So we are beginning just behind the Butler Street Overpass, which is right there behind us. A somewhat unassuming structure that spans the Rochdale Canal, a waterway steeped into history. The Rochdale Canal was officially opened in 1804 and became a vital artery of trade during the Industrial Revolution, connecting Manchester to Yorkshire and enabling the booming cotton and textile industries to move goods efficiently across the Pennines. And this is the map of the space that we are going to explore. So as we step into the tour path, you will notice how surprisingly quiet this part of the city is, just minutes from the Northern Quarter and Piccadilly Gardens. Yet here, it feels like we've stepped into another world, one shaped by water, stone, and memory. The canal itself is part of a larger network that helped power Manchester's rise as the world's first industrial city. If it's your first time here, the channel goes by the name of Hedgeways. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It will go a long way, and thank you very much. So this pathway was once crowded with canal boats transporting coal, cotton bales, machinery, and even passengers. Now it is used by walkers, joggers, and cyclists. Part of Manchester's commitment to revitalizing these once forgotten spaces. Just a few years ago, from people that I've spoken to, this area was, you would not choose to come to this area, but it has changed and has become a very, very beautiful area. It has been revitalized, and during this walk, you're going to learn the reasons as to why I'm saying so. It's a very beautiful area now. So we're going to continue along the tour path, and we are approaching now what we call the Royal Basin, which is a wider section of the canal. Just imagine living in this area. It looks very, very peaceful. But not just that, it looks very beautiful with these green areas. Makes them perfect, especially for families. It's very beautiful. And as I said at the beginning, it's just minutes away from the Northern Quarter and the town centre, the Piccadilly Gardens. So I would say probably about 10 to 15 minutes walk to the Piccadilly Gardens, a relaxed walk, and about 5 to 10 minutes to the Northern Quarter. So I just want to imagine how this place looked like during the Industrial Revolution. The amount of activities that was in this area, and how different it actually looked. But you know, it has changed to the better. Now you have a beautiful community that has been built around here, and the river or the canal has been repurposed. So yes, as I said, we are going to continue walking along the towpath, and we're going to come closer to, or we are in the Royal Basin, which is the wider section of the canal that once served as a mooring point for barges waiting to unload. So we're going to see all that right up here, just a minute away from here. So for those who love just luxury, walks along the canal, and those who love to see some animal life, you know, we have a bird life. This is actually a place just within the neighborhood where you could come and take a very nice walk. So the canal, the industrial use of this canal is long gone, but this basin remains as an attraction and is surrounded by a mix of houses and new built homes. It looks like a totally new neighborhood, especially the part right there on that end, right in front of us. This part here that we're facing now is in Alder, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you go further down, it brings us to Bradford. But our main focus is this area here today, and this is the Royal Basin. Look at this bridge. Very, very beautiful. And look at this open area. So days like this, when it is sunny, it is these such like spaces that give an added value to community, because this in itself is like an amenity, isn't it? So canals like these were once used as, you know, they were busy city roads. In fact, before railways took over, waterways like the Rochdale Canal were the lifeblood of Manchester's commerce. So when we go to the far end, we are going to see what I'm talking about. These ones here, these buildings are a new build, because I believe that what used to be the mills around here have mostly been knocked down, and they built these houses here. But at the far end we have a very, very good example of the mills. And standing here, you can actually really feel the shift from an industrial landscape to a modern urban neighborhood. You are standing where workers once toiled, and now where families live and children play. It's beautiful. Look at the reflections of the buildings right there behind me. Stunning. So if it's your first time here, the channel goes by the name of Hatchways. Please like and share and drop a little comment so that we can come back to you and to thank you personally. Always, just to let you know that you're always welcome to come back and support this channel. It will always go a long way. So up here, it is common to see families gathering, school children on break, and elders chatting on the benches. The trees may be young, but they grow in the soil of history. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Look at these guys. They don't want to move. They don't want to get. And I know at times they can be furious, but I'm happy they did not attack. So let's walk further up and see more of this space of the Royal Basin. Just before I step a little bit out to a different amenity, I just wanted to stand here so that you can see the beauty from standing almost in the middle of the canal. Look at that. It's a sunny day today, and I'm happy to have chosen this moment. Look at the dog trying to get some, to cool down the temperatures after walking, I guess, for a few miles. Anyways, now we at the, we can see the unmistakable silhouette of Victoria Mills, which is rising right at the end there. But before we are going to visit this small park here, which is the Victoria Mills Park. We just have a small park in this neighborhood, named after the Victoria Mills, which was a warehouse back in the days. And this structure here, if somebody knows what it I tried to see what it is called and stuff, though there's some writings, there are some inscriptions here, but I could not get them clearly. But anyways, it looks like it's a monument that was erected here, and it has some significance. So if you do know what it means or why it was erected or to whom it is dedicated, please drop a comment down here and let me know. But I found it very interesting. They look like 3 chairs or like original benches where people can come and sit and have a chat. And there is another one which is a star that we're going to see right here in the middle. I've also tried to look to research about it, to find some information about it, and unfortunately I did not find anything that pointed towards this being a special monument, or what type of artwork or what it represented, if there was any meaning behind it. And also, if you know anything about this one, kindly drop me a small comment. But yes, in this park it is normal to see families and friends playing. Kids, they have their playground here with the amenities, and yeah, it is a place to share for the community that lives around here. So now we're heading to the Victoria Mill, and it was built that building right in front of us. It was built in 1869, and this towering red brick mill is one of the most prominent reminders of Manchester's cotton empire, designed by George Woodhouse, who also worked on mills across Lancashire. Victoria Mills was the state of the art for that time. So the mill was part of the Miles Platting cotton mill complex, employing hundreds of local workers, men, women, and even children, who operated machinery in hot, loud, and often dangerous conditions. But it was also a place for innovation. The use of fireproof iron-framed construction helped prevent the kinds of catastrophic fires that plagued earlier mills. So now what has happened, this one I'm going to speak to you about what has happened with this one. It has been changed now, it has been repurposed, this building. The mill survived Manchester's deindustrialization, and as I was saying, it was not demolished but restored and repurposed as the Victoria Mill Adult Learning Centre, which now provides community education and vocational training and supporting services to the local population. So from spinning cotton mills to shaping futures, Victoria Mill's role may have changed, but its purpose remains deeply tied to this community and its growth. Again, catching views of this beautiful canal. Let's walk along the towpath again, and where we're going to walk and leave the mill behind. So this part of the mill, of the towpath, is quieter, almost tucked away. You'll see reflections of the mill in the still water, reminding us just how intertwined this canal has always been with the life of the city. And as we are approaching the Varley Street, which runs above the canal, while it is just an ordinary street now, Varley Street once serviced many of the mills and warehouses that depended on this waterway. Look at that reflection. That is beautiful. So Varley Street is on that bridge that you see at the far end, and from here it is easy to imagine barges gliding beneath these bridges, loaded with raw cotton or finished textiles, and heading out to ports, markets around the world. As I mentioned earlier, if it's your first time, the channel goes by the name of Hajways. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and share, because it goes a long way to help this channel grow. So we're going to end our walk here, next to the Varley Street Overpass, directly behind the Victoria Mill Adult Learning Centre. In this quiet moment, we can look back at everything we have seen: industrial heritage, urban renewal and community spaces, and enduring presence of the Rochdale Canal. This part of Manchester, bridging Ancoats and Miles Platting, is more than a backdrop. It's a living history book. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye.